That's because I just always see it, and then the girl comes up and
punches him and like uppercuts him or something.
And
then he falls down and his hair is all...
Yeah.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the PTO Unlimited podcast. My name is Brett.
I'm Josh.
Alex.
This is episode 128.
So the Vikings.
Oh my God.
I listened to two different sports podcasts.
So sad.
Did you listen to the
Go ahead.
the thing at the end of the game?
Oh, the press conference?
The press conference.
Zimmer was very like
obviously
calm.
we weren't prepared
Well,
for
because
this
he's in front of a bunch of cameras.
game.
And what and his voice was hoarse, so
That's
you
what
know
I'm
he was
saying.
yelling in the locker room.
I was like, he sounded sad.
It was a home
and
game
tired.
against the damn Bills.
Not just to lose, but
They
to get
didn't
destroyed.
cross the 50 until like the end.
Third quarter or late
Third or fourth quarter, yeah.
What?
It's just, that's why. That's
the
where
red zone didn't even go back to watch them.
No, they didn't.
So you want to talk more about it?
Josh was wearing his Minnesota Vikings
I threw it off.
jersey.
I took it
He
off.
took it off.
Every single time I wear it, they lose.
And I was like, okay, here, I'll try.
Yes, but it was a Peterson jersey, and he did score 2 touchdowns for the.
I'm not rooting for
Redskins.
Peterson. I'm rooting for the purple and gold. I don't give a crap about Peterson anymore.
You should ought to get an updated Vikings jersey.
I didn't even buy that one.
That
should
one's his
get
dad's.
Diggs.
That's a hand-me-down.
Is Allen still playing?
No.
I know it's not in the Vikings.
He went to the
but
Bears, and then he went to the...
I forgot.
I want to say the Jets.
Is he still playing?
Was it the Jets?
I'm
no,
pretty
he's
sure
done.
he's not.
He's done.
Can he play?
Can he play?
He can't even walk. He's in a coma.
No, but Jared Allen's not playing anymore?
No, he's not a thing.
Okay.
He was in his prime when Brett Favre was on the team.
That's when it was Peterson, Favre, Allen.
Diggs.
No, Diggs wasn't on.
He had the Williams brother on the.
Who's the
They
guy
weren't actual brothers.
No, but Pat and Kevin Williams.
I know who you're talking about.
Who's the guy that jumps really high?
Rice. Sidney Rice.
Oh yeah.
Rice was good.
That was the only year he was good.
Yeah, that's
That
the
was a
only
great
year.
year.
That's the year Alex loved football.
That was the year I got into football.
That was the most fun I've ever had watching football.
Same, because you could tell Brett Favre was having fun playing.
He was having fun. It was his best statistical career of his.
Is that a
best
word?
Say that word.
Statistical.
Year of his career.
Holy crap,
is what
Alex
I was trying
corrected
to
you?
say.
With that
I
word?
couldn't say that word. It's the best year he's ever had at age 40. So it was
Yes,
great.
and I was impressed, and I loved. That was 2008 to 9.
Did you ever TP when you were kids?
No, but I egged.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, TPing is. I don't know if you would say it's less messy in the sense of.
It absolutely is.
No, I'd say that it's like more messy.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to clean up TPs.
Depends on if it rains.
I'm gonna say
Very
depending
true.
on if it rains.
If it rains for egging, you don't have to do any work.
Very
But
true.
at the same time, if you try to pull the TP down, it breaks, and
See,
then it just.
we just lit the TP on fire.
You trying to light a tree on fire?
No, because they didn't burn. Just the TP burned.
Wood burns.
It was supervised, of course.
Supervised.
By who?
A little
the fire
tiny piece of
department?
TP is not going to light a tree on fire.
Brett.
So you lit this thing on
No,
fire and threw it.
No, to clean it up. To clean it up, we lit it on fire.
Oh my god! I was like, damn, Brett was a freaking badass.
Holy crap, Brett's a badass.
Wow.
Like, you lit this
I
roll
said
on fire and
to
threw
clean
it.
it up. Obviously, if it's on fire, it's not going to make a trail. It's not going to hook onto a
That'll
tree
actually look
Hold on a
and
second.
unravel.
TP everything and light it on fire.
When do you TP? You TP around Halloween, right?
Yeah,
That's
in
when
the fall.
that's when the trees are getting dry.
Well, they might be,
That's
but
very
it's
cautious.
also dewy in the night.
It's dewy.
It's dewy. There's dew. There's dampness on the trees at night, so they don't start.
So
on
how
fire.
do you?
We understand what you're saying.
How do you light the TP on fire then to clean it up if it's all wet?
Well, maybe it dried, and
TP
maybe that's why it didn't blaze. You know, trying to trap me here, and I got answers for everything. So just stop. We were out in the country, so we literally had some parent usually drop us off on some road, and then we'd walk a quarter mile to the house we're TPing, and they would go.
Your parents were okay with this?
Yeah.
What?
Why wouldn't they be? It's out in the middle of nowhere.
That's vandalism.
It's TPing.
What are you TPing?
The trees.
You got a house?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're just doing the forest.
We might like wrap up the middle light pole or the windmill or, just not the house itself, but just the outside area.
That's considered...
egging is vandalizing.
That absolutely is.
How is TP not vandalizing?
Because
You're
doesn't
not ruining
damage anything.
Yeah. Alex, what? Are you going to look up the laws of TPing right now?
Sure am.
So they would drop you off, allow you to do this, and then come pick you up? That's kind of weird.
Somebody had to drive us around because in the country, houses are miles and miles apart.
So you just go to somebody's random,
So we think,
grove?
who are we gonna TP tonight?
What?
It is actually considered grounds for littering, trespassing,
Yeah,
disorderly
I would believe
conduct, and criminal mischief.
It's definitely trespassing,
Mhm.
and it's definitely what was the first
Littering.
one? Littering. It's definitely littering.
Yes. I've never done TPing. I know how it's done. I've seen people do it. It's just...
You basically take a roll of toilet paper. You get the cheap stuff.
You unroll a little bit of it.
You unroll a little bit, and you let it fly.
And then it rolls.
And then it's supposed to... The tail is supposed to catch on part of the tree while the roll falls, and then, it makes a big, long streamer. Yes to vandalism, but no damage per se.
There's no damage unless you're throwing a freaking rock with it.
It says especially when the homeowner's property gets damaged.
Right.
You throw something at a branch that's about to fall down. You throw it. The branch falls on a car and damages
So you're
the car.
telling me if I throw...
Holy cow! What a scenario!
A roll
I
of
always
toilet
go
paper
for the worst case scenario.
into a tree, it's going to break a branch onto somebody's car?
It can.
A roll of toilet paper is going to break a tree branch.
Give me that toilet paper.
This isn't even a full roll. This isn't even my final form.
Let me see this.
I got some garbage sitting in the middle of it.
Let me see this.
Okay. Jesus, Alex. She just threw a toilet paper at Brett.
My head is not a tree trunk.
But did you feel that? All I did was barely do it. Do you think that could have snapped a tree branch?
No, I don't.
I said if the tree branch was already about to fall.
That is quite...
Alex is thinking of the worst thing with this thing.
No.
Why?
There's no way... Wow. There's no way a roll of toilet paper...
Good thing you weren't a sports player.
Going to break a tree branch while it's still connected to the tree. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't.
It can. Anything can happen.
It is unlikely to happen.
Let's do some playing and watching.
The Predator.
Let's do some playing and watching.
Last night.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was
This
good.
is the new movie?
Yeah. So I'm going to basically do a bunch of spoilers here.
Okay, spoiler alert.
It's important to what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
A predator shows up on Earth. Basically, it gets captured by the government. Then it breaks free and kills a bunch of people.
Always.
Another predator shows up, and this dude is huge. The predators travel to different worlds to take the best species from each planet to upgrade their own DNA to make them better hunters.
Okay.
This big ass new guy, it has human DNA because humans are considered the top hunters of Earth or top species or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So he goes on this rampage killing everything because it also turns out that the first predator to arrive has gone rogue and wants to give humans the technology to beat the top predators. So this guy basically.
Really?
It's so, which sounds kind of dumb, but as it plays out was really interesting. You're in this government facility at the very end and it starts to open. They're like, oh, it's opening up, and it's called the Predator Killer. So this thing pops out, and it looked a lot like the contraption that held the Queen in Aliens and in AVP.
Okay.
So it pops out, or this scientist walks up, and he's like, well, whatever it is, it's dormant. So then it sucks to his arm, and basically he transforms into this full armored human predator. And I'm like, oh no. That's terrible. That was the worst part of the movie, was the actual ending.
Yeah.
So the next chapter is going to be some big nasty predator shows up, and now the humans have predator technology to fight the predator.
So it sounded like Independence Day 2.
Oh, it was way better. Way better.
No. Like the sequel is kind of sounding like way Independence 2 showed up. Because we had the technology. It kind of made it less fun.
Yes. I see what you're saying. You know, that it really... I was disappointed in that part. I'm glad it was the very end.
Alex and I went back to Destiny 2 on Saturday. We played for a long time.
Like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
It was like a normal Destiny night again. I was so happy. Every time I think about it, I just get smiles.
Brett, your face just turned
Brett's like,
off.
oh shit, back to Destiny. I was hoping they'd hate it.
Yeah, I could take my favorite game in the world. I couldn't play it for 6 hours straight.
Yes, you can. We stayed up until
That's the
5.
thing. It's like, you don't care.
No, there's just a lot to do.
There's
No,
just so much
I can't play anything that long.
6 hours?
Yes. I can't do it anymore.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, that may be. In fact, the longest.
I seriously looked at it. I was like, we've been playing. Oh my god, it's 4:30.
The longest session I've had is when we did the 1 through 50 gears,
That was great.
which was 4 hours.
And I'm happy you got that on Twitch. I really am.
Me too.
But
Too bad you couldn't be part of it.
you got the achievement, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we carried you.
I carried you through 50 until the end.
Anywho, Destiny.
Destiny, we didn't play the Forsaken campaign yet because we didn't play Warmind, which was the expansion number 2 that came out in the spring that we didn't get to.
Which we're going to do before we even start. We're going to do, I promise, we would do a shout out to one of my Twitch followers, Steve Scrub.
And subscriber.
And subscriber now to Steve Scrub. So thank you very much for the sub. Thank you for the follow. And thank you so much for like helping us out.
He gave us a walkthrough.
It was a walkthrough because we haven't played since January. And this is like one of our favorite games. It would have taken us like twice as long to get started trying to figure things out because there's so much new stuff and new updates. And he was every time we got stuck, I'd be like, Steve, what do I do? And like he would tell me.
If you want to check it out, go to Alex's stream. Alex's Twitch,
Twitch.tv/cute_kitty, KUTEKITTI.
There you go.
How's Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Ooh. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, Brett, you're going to love it.
Good.
I think it's probably just because of the storyline and stuff. You know, I said I don't always pay attention to the story. I just do the side stuff. I love the story. Oh, you get to play as young Laura in a dream.
It's Laura.
It is Lara.
I know, but it's very difficult for me to keep calling her Lara.
Her own
Like,
name?
it's just like difficult for me to say Lara.
You can't call her by her own name, Alex. Lara.
It just doesn't sound right.
It's
But
Lara.
anyways, you get to play as her when she's like 10.
We started up American Horror Story.
Oh, wait. I gotta tell you, Brett. If you played the other Tomb Raiders, when you start up, I need to drink some water real quick. I have something exciting.
She's lost her voice.
So you can go in and you can change your clothes and stuff, at base camp.
Mm-hmm.
If you played the other Tomb Raiders, you've already like unlocked like some outfits. You can play as the first 3 Tomb Raiders, first 3 Lara Crofts.
Is it?
The big blocky boob ones.
Oh, those
You have a blocky one?
I
I didn't see the blocky one.
All 3.
I saw the
That's
one.
terrible.
I saw the ones like the Tomb Raider Legends one.
All
that has
3.
like her leather shirt.
I don't like that.
Why?
I don't like
Nostalgic factor.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't have nostalgia?
Now, I haven't
I
played.
do, but I don't like putting an old style in a new game.
At what point do things like that become nostalgia?
I say
in
things
your
are
life?
nostalgic when they're 10 to 20 years old.
Really?
Or they cross 1 or 2 generations of consoles.
Okay.
So 10 to 20 years.
So
I would have gotten I would have liked, you're right. I said it better. I would have liked it
took a
better if they took the way she looked but had the better graphics.
yes. Okay.
How do you do that? How do you take her old self and make
What did she wear in the first few games? She had short shorts and blue tank top.
Yep.
And
And
she had
boots.
Dual
she either
pistols.
had shoulder harness pistols
I always
or
saw 'em on her
maybe they're on her
thighs.
thighs. Yeah,
They're
on
like
her
in
thighs.
harnesses on her thighs.
Yeah.
those would be holsters.
Yes.
Anyways, so
Like a shoe rack?
okay. Are we really?
Yes, you get a shoe rack. Yeah,
Oh,
we
we
need a
should-
thing
we
that
need a
you to hold all the shoes. Yeah, like a shoe rack.
We do need a shoe rack. That was a great off the record conversation we had.
Oh, that was good.
Every sport can be played for profit. Every sport can. Look at soccer itself. There's billions in that.
Look at the NCAA.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And then some of these guys, they're struggling, just to have spending money.
You know what you do? You pay for their college.
Well, and most of them are on scholarship. Yes,
Okay.
that's true.
That's true.
But then they get in trouble if they're given anything because
No.
it looks like
what they should do?
a
Okay,
bribe.
is any of that money going to the schools at all?
Oh, it goes to the president. Look at the NFL players and the NBA players, the MLB players. They make the money,
Make a lot of money.
and then they make endorsements on top of that.
Mhm.
College players cannot earn endorsement money until they get to the pros.
That's BS.
So they're good at sports, and their team is good because they're good, and they don't see any of the, I don't know what the answer is,
right.
but they should make something,
Mm-hmm. Totally agree.
and then the naysayers will say they're getting, X amount per year for their college.
Brett, you have to stop saying you know.
I'm sorry.
That bothers me a lot.
Well, fuck me, right?
I'm sorry. But when people say that constantly in their sentence,
he yells at me
I absolutely do.
the time.
Her family does it very often, and it just nails on a chalkboard for me.
It grinds his gears.
Oh, you mean like maybe haps?
Maybe haps.
So, you know,
I
as
don't say
long
it that often.
You don't anymore. But
No,
you used to.
I
and
used
it used
to.
to fucking drive me nuts.
What drives you nuts about me?
Go
I
ahead.
can't think of anything right now, but when I do, I'll tell you.
When I do, I'll let you know.
Like, I hate. You know what you're doing? Yeah, stop that.
Oh, wait, I know one. No, I don't. Never mind.
All right, moving on. For the first time ever
Yes.
in video game history,
Yep.
every console is now connected with cross-platform play on Fortnite. There's an open beta going on PlayStation where you can cross-platform play with PlayStation 4, Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Windows, and Mac. First time ever. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
The lines are blurred.
Okay.
You know?
And what are the servers like right now?
I don't know.
It's a
Probably
big.
going.
It's a big deal, but is it really a big deal? Because it's the biggest game on the planet, so you're never on any platform. You're not having a shortage of players.
I'm saying it's a big deal because everyone is connected
Yes,
for the first time ever.
but it's not because they couldn't get enough players on any one platform.
No, I can go on my Switch and play with you on your PS4, and Alex can play on the Xbox One, and one of our friends can play on PC, and we can all do it together.
Yep.
Okay, so wait, are you saying like we can all be in the same lobby together?
Yes. Okay, so we're talking about Xbox. What's that weird controller I'm hearing about?
The adaptive controller.
What is that?
What is what?
So it's like
Let me show you.
It's like a big
It's a big
table.
block.
It almost looks like the DJ Hero
Yeah.
mixed table, but it's for people with disabilities.
Alex, look at this. That's an Xbox controller.
What? So that way people with physical disabilities can play Xbox?
Yeah.
Didn't I just say that?
Yes, you did. I was repeating it. That's actually pretty darn awesome.
I knew you did. You guys are just in cahoots with each other tonight.
Cahoots? What's that?
At each other's throats.
Is that even a word?
Cahoots?
Cahoots? Yeah,
All right,
it's a
yes.
word.
You want to look it up? No, I
Okay,
got it. I got it.
Google.
Okay.
Okay, Google. What does cahoots mean?
Colluding or conspiring together secretly.
Yeah, cahoots.
Never
usually
mind, I
means-
was wrong.
Secrets?
You had the
I was wrong.
opposite meaning is what
Yeah.
you meant.
Yeah.
I didn't even know cahoots was a word. We got to experience Alexa in California.
Have you seen Alexa? Have you done anything
Have
with
you
Alexa
messed
before?
with Alexa before?
That sounds
Okay.
dirty.
So we've learned that we're not getting an Alexa. We would get like a Google Home unit. The only cool things I liked about it is that he could say, Alexa, play this song,
Play music,
or
yeah.
Alexa, start a timer, or things like that, convenient things. But every time we asked it a freaking question, she'd either go, "I'm sorry, I don't understand," or "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know that answer," or
We
we'd
had this
ask-
conversation about double entendres,
And
and we were
like-
trying to figure out what this actually meant.
So Josh was like, "That's a double entendre," and I'm like, "Do you even know what a double entendre is?" And we're like, "What's an entendre?" So we're like, "Hey Alexa, what's an entendre?" And then she said some really weird.
No. What she
scientific-
said is it's basically it's used in the phrase double entendre. It was like in that sense. That's all that was
like
explained.
she didn't define entendre.
And then
so
we asked what was a double entendre, and it spouted off big words that you have to look up in order to understand what
Yeah,
she was saying.
So it didn't make sense. So
Nope.
we said, "Okay, Google, what does entendre mean?" And then it came out and said, "This is
Well,
what it means."
hold on. I don't think Alexa is the answers of all like Google is.
Right.
Alexa's more distinct on what it can do versus Google can get you the answer for pretty much anything.
She's not a dictionary.
Alexa is stupid.
No. She's very specifically programmed to only do certain things connected with Amazon services.
But we learned, and Jer learned while we were there, she's dumb as a doornail.
She's not. She's very distinctly programmed.
I'm letting you guys have this argument. This is
I
great.
understand it. I know that she's not a.
You asked the same questions to the Google thing, and I'm sure you'd get the answers.
I did get the answers. I got the right answers.
You just made my own
just said
point.
that.
What the hell are we talking about here?
I understand what you're trying to say. I'm trying to tell you that Alexa.
I don't think you do.
Up until California, I thought Alexa was the same thing as like the Google Home stuff.
That's a good thing you didn't spend money on one then.
So, Jared, Josh, and I would constantly ask it questions, and it would spout out ridiculous, stupid answers. Let's unless you gave it a specific task, which it did very well at, which I understand. You're going to argue because I understand that's what she's used for. I'm trying to tell you, if you have an Alexa, don't ask her questions because she's stupid. She couldn't even play the right song that we asked.
Maybe she'd speak English.
Wait.
Well,
anything like that.
You can get it. You can get it to happen.
The government is collecting all that anyway. So.
Okay, don't put your tinfoil hat on. We don't need to be.
If I had, I'd make them talk to each other like Furbies.
You would, yeah.
Yeah.
Big game company shuts down in a day, and there's
it was just bam,
gone.
Lights out.
Alex's brother called her while she was. What are you doing? You're getting ready for Twitch streaming, right?
Yes, my brother doesn't call me.
Unless he wants to invite you over for food.
Unless he wants, no, he texts me.
Telltale was shut down because they were expecting an investor to continue investing, and they pulled out.
They
at the last
ran
minute.
out of money.
Why?
So they filed bankruptcy.
Didn't they find other investors within this time frame?
Well,
it's not that difficult.
I would have to. Well, it probably is.
Sell your company to EA. Sell it to Activision. Who cares?
Assume
Keep
that
your company alive.
They only had enough money to cover X amount, and when this investor pulled, they could not pay any of the immediate bills. So instead of going into huge debt, they just closed and paid what they could, even though they haven't paid wages. All the stuff they've done, with the exception of Wolf Among Us, is licensed. So there's nothing to sell there. They just don't. They are unable to pay for that license.
The final season has disappeared from PlayStation and Xbox.
The marketplace.
The markets, as well as Steam and GOG. So are you going to get your money back?
No.
Probably not.
Nope.
So if you pull episodes 1 and 2 in hopes that you can get someone to finish it with 3 and 4 and then release it.
They weren't done designing it?
No, they release them while the next episode is in production.
Alex, do you want to replug your Twitch, or are you good?
Twitch.tv/cute_KUTEKITTI. Give me a follow and I'll give you a shout out.
Yes. Also sub to Alex. Did you know?
Also sub to me.
We were talking about Alexa.
Oh, did you know?
If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub to your favorite streamer for free. 1 month.
1 month.
You have to constantly resub. It's free with your Amazon Prime account. Boom. Bonus
When
thing
you
didn't
say
know.
sub, do you mean subscribe?
Subscribe. Yes. Okay. Thank you guys very much for joining us. What's the matter?
Everybody responding on Twitter lately?
Thank you for your responses of your top 5.
Yes.
Yes. If anybody else wants to give us your top 5, please do so.
Yes.
Quentin tweeted at us, Juice in the Morning, Patrick. I mean, we got some people that just, tell us. It's nice. It's very nice that people respond to us. We want to know what you guys think on anything that we talk about in our episodes, too. So if you have anything you want to tell us.
Especially if it's a response to an argument.
Absolutely, because we will rehash on that and give you a shout. So let's move on from that. If you want to watch us on video, we are on what? What? What did I say?
We'll give you a shout. No, I was just thinking.
Didn't I shout?
What?
Didn't I shout?
When?
Never mind.
Let's get out of here. It's late, guys.
I do need, for my final note, I do need to point something out, that something was said that it was going to happen, and I said it wasn't going to happen, and it didn't happen. It was said, and I don't know if we said it on the air or if it was just amongst us.
Probably could have been.
That there was going to be a toga party.
Oh my God.
During the summer. And I went on record from the beginning saying it wasn't going to happen.
I forgot all about it.
And it didn't happen.
I forgot all about it. I've
actually thought about having a Halloween party as the toga party.
Well, then it wouldn't be a Halloween party,
I
would it?
still want to have the toga party. I really do.
Maybe we'll do it in the spring.
Why not have our own spring break celebration toga party?
Spring break doesn't exist for adults.
Meaning we will make our own spring break, for a day.
for Saturday.
So all of the college kids
are
on their spring break. That Saturday we'll have a spring break toga party.
Okay.
Whatever, Alex. Let's get out of here.
Right.
Thank you guys very much for joining us. It's been a great episode. We'll catch you next week for 129.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.